Good morning. Hi, everybody. How are we doing today? Hello. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thanks for being on time. I'll share my screen in a minute here. Okay. There we go. That's today. I'm gonna get my stuff pulled up. All right. Well, hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. I feel like these weeks are flying by, but sometimes they start to feel like they're slowing down when we're anticipating a break, which we're getting next week. So we just got to make it through next Tuesday, right? And then we get a few days off to spend with our families. Hopefully not too big a group. I just have to say I've had two students recently. One, a family member has COVID, and then the other just emailed me this morning that they themselves have COVID. And they said, I feel like I'm dying. I don't wish this on anyone. So man, please be careful. Wear masks, stay away from people. The numbers are out of control, like literally off the charts right now. So be safe, whatever you do. All right, let's get going. Miss Perez is supposed to join us. I don't see her in our room yet, but she's supposed to be coming in. She likes to do that every couple of weeks, if you haven't noticed. She provides information that maybe I don't have or am not as knowledgeable about. So we are trying to work together to fill any gaps that we might be encountering in our like what I know versus what she knows kind of thing. So we're kind of waiting on her to join, but we also started our PSU application. So I just want to run through any questions you might have or check in where you're at. And then we're also going to talk about the Ford Family Scholarship more in depth today. It's a term you've heard before. We have mentioned the Ford Family Scholarship, but we haven't really dug into looking at the website. And so I'm going to ask that we do that today if we have time after Miss leaves. So, Kaylee said, my mom won't leave and walk out the door without a mask. That's good practices to have. I think it's when people get together that is the problem. I think we've all been trained pretty well to put on a mask when we go into a store or something. But like if you have a friend, it feels weird to wear a mask, both of you, but that's when it's spreading, is when family and friends get together, like in small groups. And, if you're not symptomatic, you don't know you have it. And so you can still spread it though. And that's how it's spreading so quickly everywhere. So Portland metro area, we're at 85% capacity of our hospitals right now, and numbers are still going up. So we got to be careful. Yeah, I hear you. So anyway, this week's to-dos are the same every, like Monday through Friday of a given week. So just keep working on that application to PSU, sign up for the workshop on December 2nd if you've not already, your application fee waived. And we're going to start working on that scholarship today. Tomorrow, it got pushed back a few days, but I wanted to chat with you guys about everything credit card related. It was something you requested to learn more about. And so I just wanted to kind of educate you about what to look for, how to be, an informed consumer, and knowledge empowers, we know. So I want you to feel empowered making those big decisions going into being an adult. So that is the plan. Until Miss Perez gets here, and maybe she forgot, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and just see if there's any questions about the PSU application that anybody is running into. It seemed like a fairly straightforward application, but there's always something on there that is confusing, so. Okay, well, fine. Then let's take a look at the Ford Family Scholarship just to get this out there. So this is a scholarship that has nothing to do with Ford, the car company, as Ms. Perez said the other day. But this scholarship used to be included up until this year on the OSAC scholarship. So it was just that same application, but this year they have moved away from that and they have their own application process. So this is a huge one. This is a huge get if you get it. We've already got people racking up money in here for scholarships, so why not this one, right? So they are really committed to a wide variety of students being able to access the money from these scholarships. There are really no requirements around GPA or anything, so we can all apply for this, and if you get it, it is life-changing. So it essentially covers 90% of unmet college costs and is based on the college's cost of attendance. So they will pay whatever for wherever you go. There's no restrictions. So you could go to the most expensive place in Oregon and it would be covered. So that includes tuition, fees, room and board, and personal cost. Wow. So this is, like I said, a huge deal. If we look at who can apply, it is limited to residents of Oregon and Siskiyou County, California. So it's a small pool of applicants considering how big the prize is. You know, most of the scholarships we're applying to are between $1,000 and $5,000. This is, you know, somewhere between like $75,000 and $200,000 worth of stuff. They'll pay it. You just have to be a graduating high school senior, entering a 2 or 4 year college. So they will even cover it if you go to PCC or another community college. You have to enroll full time though. So that's the kicker, is you have to enroll full time and remain full time, which you wouldn't have to work necessarily full time if you were getting your college paid for. So this can work. This scholarship supports students who have significant financial barriers to college. Award amount is calculated on cost of attendance minus other grants and scholarships. In addition to a generous financial award, scholars receive academic guidance, leadership development, personal and professional support, and access to the Ford Family Alumni Network. This is a huge deal, potentially bigger than the money award itself. You get a mentor, a group of mentors. Every summer you go to a leadership summit. They pay for you to go. They treat you like kings and queens because that's what you are. Personal and professional support, and then the alumni network. So anyone who has ever graduated from the scholarship program who has gone on to be successful in whatever field, this is a really tight-knit family. They will work for you. They will get you jobs and internships. So this is potentially one of the biggest deals. So you have to apply for FAFSA in order to apply for this, okay? Or if you're undocumented, an alternative, which links to, then complete the application. So that's it, okay? As soon as possible to October 1st for that FAFSA. So let's look at the application. I don't know if Ms. Perez is coming, you guys. Let's see her here. Did she email me? I was gonna email Mr. Clash now. I don't know. All right. Anyway, here's the application. Here's what they're gonna need. Financial information, most current transcripts, college plans, activities, personal statements, family information, special recommendation, if you have a GPA below 3.0. So that's why we needed those letters of rec, right? So this is what we got to do. Is it starting to feel familiar, guys? The information you need and the process for these, it's all pretty similar, but it takes time, but that's why we're doing it in class, because I don't know that you'd take the time to do this outside of school. So we want to do it, take some time. How are we feeling? Let's do it. Okay, man, I'm going to continue my streak of applying for things that I don't need or want, and will continue to get emails about for the rest of my life. I'm going to stop sharing so I can do this with you without really revealing all of my personal information. So go ahead and click on the link. I'll put it in the chat again. And you do this with me, okay? We're getting it done. This is a big one. We are not going to finish this today. This is a longer application process. I'd like to get us out of here by 9:10ish. Though again, you can stick around if you want or need to and hang out and do this. But all right, so first page. And if you want to watch that little video that's on the scholarship page, it was really great. I laughed and cried and was inspired. So if you're wondering why would I want to apply for this if the money isn't enough, they really do value young minds and all that you can accomplish. Oh, I almost put in my personal email. I don't want to do that because I'd rather it's kind of mailed to my school. So again, if this asks us to create an account, what are you going to immediately do? You're going to write down your password or put it in your password managing doc, because again, you're going to lose that Chrome saved passwords once you graduate Beaverton High here. You're no longer a student. Hi, Omar, welcome. Go ahead and go to this website. We're applying for the Ford Family Scholarship. Okay, so once you enter your name and email address, they want to get to know you. They are able to save your progress as you go. So don't feel like you have to keep this tab open forever unless it's there to remind you to come back to do this, but they just want to get to know you. So your name, your preferred pronouns, any other first and last names, if applicable, birth date, cell phone, home phone. It's your choice if you want them to send you text messages, though I think it's always a nice reminder, especially because you might start this and quit it and come back at some point. Your citizen status, again, they don't care. They've already indicated they will award this to anyone of any documentary status. So we will be residents of Oregon, or we are residents of Oregon. And then there's a few little yes, no questions to answer at the bottom. And this is step 2. I'm gonna lie about my birthday because I don't know if it'll let me go on. Maybe I'll opt into texts too so I can see what they're saying. Man, people are cruising in still into class here. I'm testing the application. That's fun. I like that. It does require you enter a cell phone and a home phone apparently, so I just put my cell phone number again. Do we click on apply here? Yes. Omar, let's go. Let's do it. Kevin, welcome. We're applying to the Ford Family Scholarship. Read through that little page and then click apply here. And then when you come back to this page next time, if you go to that same initial page, it goes to resume your existing application. So you can come back to it. All right, so I'm on to step 3. Tell us a little more. So once your address, your demographics, that kind of stuff. Okay. Still coming in. Ooh, I lied and said I was single. Don't tell Justin. Good question, Omar. Do we put our school email? You can, yeah. But keep in mind that if they need to contact you beyond your graduation date, you will need to give them your personal email because the school district turns off your access to your school email after you graduate. So it's up to you. I think it's a bit smarter to put it in your personal email name so that there's no break. Yeah. Right. If you're just coming in, it's about the 20th time I've put this link in the chat. We are applying for the Ford Family Scholarship. It is a scholarship that could potentially pay for 90% of all of your college attendance, including cost of living, books, food, literally everything. So this is probably the most, one of the most important scholarships we could be applying for. So we are just going through the process. It's kind of a big application, so. Oh, yay. Can I share? I needed to ask too if, did anyone attend, I don't know why I even didn't start with this. Did anyone attend the Instant Wolf event yesterday for Western Oregon University and need to share anything with us? Okay. Well, I can share that our dear Talia was accepted into Western Oregon University. So congratulations, yay. That's very exciting. Give her kudos, give her a little chat. Caitlin did a little celebratory reaction there. Congratulations, that's really exciting news. It's a great, great school and they offer great financial packages. So yeah, pretty awesome. Yay, Queen. Carolina, I love you. All right, very good. Wow, killing the game. Good question, Kaylee, about expected family contribution. That is if you think your family is going to contribute any money, or if you've talked to them. Remember how Ms. Perez and I said you should be having conversations at some point with your family about if they're going to be providing you with any financial support. They just want to know how much, if any. So you may put 0 if you already know that your family isn't able to provide any financial support, then that's fine too. Oh, that just made my day. That's very exciting. All right. I'm on step 4. I don't know where you're at, but it's financial info, which I surmise some of you are at because somebody asked a question about it. So they want to know, did you fill out the FAFSA, ORSA? California's one is the CATA, so that's not for us. So either you did the FAFSA or the ORSA, depending on which one was more appropriate for you. Your expected family contribution could be anywhere from 0 to many thousands of dollars, however much you think your family's going to contribute. And you are, I think all of you, a dependent. If your parents or guardians claim you on their taxes, you are a dependent. So that refers to are you financially dependent or independent? So until you're paying all your own bills, you are a dependent. Which if you are, and nobody claims you, then you're independent. So yeah, the student aid report is something that you'll find on the FAFSA website if you've applied and they've already given you that report. So that's something, if you don't have easy access to right now, you can skip it. And that's one of those things that you'll have to upload at another time. But hopefully you saved your login for FAFSA or are able to access that again, because that is a website you will need to access pretty regularly in the future. So, and I didn't file a FAFSA. I don't know enough about the FAFSA other than to say it is located there. When I applied for FAFSA, it was not online. That's how old I am. Doesn't let you go on. Oh, geez. All right, they want you to do it right now. It doesn't even let you go on. Well, that's disappointing. Well, that might stop some of us in our tracks. You've got until March, of course, but if you filed the FAFSA, you should be able to get in there and get that and download it. So, yeah. Is it not gonna let me go on? Oh, it does let you go on. So you can skip over step 4 if you don't have your SAR. If you click the little bar up top, you can go on to step 5. Yeah, Jake, it'll want you to upload your transcript. That's something that you can upload now or wait until February to complete that part. So it's the most recent and accurate representation of your academic record. If you have over a 3.0 GPA and it's pretty solidly there, you might, just upload what you have now. Or if you need the new to sort of better your chances of something, then you might wait. So to get your transcript, you would need to either email Ms. Perez or me, and I can get you your most recent transcript. And that's something I would do on an individual need basis. Same for Ms. Perez. I downloaded all of yours, but they're prior to like the most recent grading period. So I'm probably going to need to re-download them. So let's skip over the parts we can't do, right? Like which might be extra documentation, and then get on with it. I think Daphne just joined us. Hi. I don't know if you got kicked out before or you're just joining us, but if you need the link to the Ford Family Scholarship, there it is. If you're wondering why every time someone new comes in, I do that, it's because they don't see the chat before they were here, so they don't have the link. So I'm not crazy. I know, maybe I am, but. All right, step 5. Tell us about your high school education, ask some extra questions. Good morning. It's weird. The scholarship's only open to Oregon and it's like a very few California residents, but they list all the states that your school's in. Come on, that's not necessary. When it asks what type of school it is, we're a traditional public high school. So even though we are online right now, we are not usually. We're just a traditional public school that happens to be online because of this morning, reading the chat, because of this year's circumstances. High school completion date, June of 2021. Does your school assign grades? Yes, indeed. Look up your cumulative GPA thus far on Student View, or if you want to leave that blank for now and wait until it's updated in February, you can do that. my husband said something about something happening in February, and I was like, oh my God, that's forever from now. And he was like, no, it's like 2.5 months, 3 months from now. And I was like, oh yeah. So February, March feel like forever, you guys, because we have so much happening between now and then, but it's really not that far. Again, unless your ACT, SAT scores are like great, really good, you're impressed by them, I would just leave those out. They are optional. And if you have earned any college credit because of AP classes, that is not included, it looks like, in the question about have you earned any college credits during high school. AP is not included in that, so just put no. Okay, so the transcript piece, Jake, it does say transcripts should show coursework and grades through December 2020. So why don't we wait on that? Just so they have the most accurate portrayal. All right, step 7 wants you to talk about your college plans. So your goals for the future, academic interests. Again, you guys, when they ask this, this is not written in stone. It's something that can totally change over time. So keep that in mind. Since money is a barrier for some of us in choosing a 4-year versus a 2-year, this is a moonshot, right? Which is what we call something that's like a dream scenario. So if the thing that is keeping you from wanting to go to a 4-year college is money, they're asking you here, what college do you hope to attend? Well, if you get this scholarship, the answer might be different than what you're thinking now, right? So what's your dream school, right? In the state of Oregon, like if you could get in, maybe it's Oregon State, maybe it's Western, maybe it's PSU, right? So put like best case scenario, if money didn't come into play, where would you go? Because if you get this, it really wouldn't come into play. You will be a first-year freshman. You'll choose either you will or will not be dual enrolled, again, meaning you're enrolled at more than one school at a time. Lots of schools offer co-enrollment. You plan to complete either associates, which is a 2-year degree, or a bachelor's degree, which is a 4-year degree. Your career field. And then you choose whether you want to do that essay or little short answer on step 7 right now, but it asks, what are your specific educational plans and career goals and why? You can take questions you've already written for the OSAC and kind of pop them in here if they apply, which I think one of them applies to pretty well. All right. Step 8 is activities. School, volunteer, community, family, home, paid and unpaid work. So again, a lot of the things you don't consider to be extra actually are. Taking care of siblings, working to help pay your family's bills, those are extra things that not everyone does. So you should be given credit for them, like life credit, credit here, all the things. So it asks you to pick a couple activities. You guys are pretty good about putting questions in the chat when you have them, but are we having any questions, running into any issues that need to be addressed? Can hear my son downstairs. Color. He wants to color. Let's see. Do we have to add an activity for each category or just one activity in general? It looks to me, let me double check here. You can add up to 10, it says. So I think as many activities as you think are worthy of including. Let me fill one out and see here. Yeah, so once you enter your first activity, it comes up with a new page that you can add an activity. So you can do up to 10. The expected completion date for your bachelor's degree, I don't know what step you're on where it's asking that, but if you graduate in 2021, so estimated 2027 would be probably, wait, no, right? Is that right? No, that doesn't feel right. 26. If you get it done in 4 years. Or you can take 6 years or 8 years or whatever, however much time you need. Or is it 25? You guys, I'm terrible with it would be 2025. Yeah. All right, I need to go back and look at the questions from the personal statement because these questions on their personal statement perhaps are the same. Yep. The questions on the Ford Family Scholarship are the same, it looks like. Let me see. A little different. They have more options. So the personal statement, the first personal statement is the same as one of your answers for the OSAC scholarship application. The second one gives you two options you can choose from, one of which is new. So if this one speaks to you more than the others, the amount of space you get to write about it is less than the OSAC. I think the OSAC was 250 words. So you're going to have to maybe shorten your answer from your OSAC personal statement, or just start over if that's too much for you. But always, you guys, when you're applying for scholarships or applications of any kind, write what you want to write first in a Google Doc, or somewhere that has a grammar checker, because usually these boxes don't have that. Like I have the Grammarly extension on my Chrome browser, so it's always telling me whatever box I'm writing in, where I've screwed up. But you want to make sure it's perfect and then just copy and paste it in after. So I kind of like this question on the personal statement number 2. The second question you could choose: describe a topic, idea, or concept you find so engaging it makes you lose track of time. Why does it interest you, and what do you do when you want to learn more? That's cool, because that's not just academic, that's like your passion. So that could be somewhere where you can really let your personality shine, which is the whole point of this, right? Like they need to see that you're a person that they want to give this gift of a changed life to. So don't ever forget that these opportunities are life-changing, and they want to change the lives of people that they want to change the lives of. So you got to let your personality come out here. And then the third question is different. So you have two options here as well. These are cooler, I think, than the OSAC questions. So the first option for personal statement number 3, think of the places you grew up or consider home. What lessons have you learned living there, and how have they shaped who you are today? Ooh. And the second one, what are you known for among people who you know well? What would you like to be known for, and how will college help you achieve that? I like these. So we will, if you don't want to write these yet, maybe hold off, because I think I'll make this an assignment so that we can share first, write it down. I can take a look at it, and then you can put it on here. So hold off on the personal statements, because these two are new, the second and third one. I want to make sure they're good to go before we submit anything. Step 12 is your family. So they want to know a little bit about your family. Families are complex, they acknowledge. And so if you split time between households, then choose the one you're at the majority of the time. I like this. All right. Step 13 is a letter of recommendation. So this is required only if your GPA is below 3.0. Though if you like feeling really extra, then, you know, maybe include it. Additional contact information, if they need a different phone number, to contact you if they can't reach you. Maybe give a trusted person, adult, their phone number. Certification. So you have to say, you don't have to, but you can give your permission for the Ford Family Foundation to publicize the award through a press release. I would say, of course, even if you're a shy guy or gal or other, I think it'd be nice to be recognized. Privacy agreement, you have to agree to that. I just hear my son downstairs, Mama. I like that step 16, just in like size 18 font, is like proofreading is an important step of the application process. Review everything before you submit. So that's it. Juan, I don't know if you got kicked out or if you're just joining us. So welcome. We're filling out the 16-step process of the Ford Family Scholarship, which could get you 90% of all expenses, including books and food and everything, covered. So it is one of the most important scholarships we could be applying to. You're gonna have to walk through it all on your own. So that's it. I mean, that's not it. It's a huge application. It started. There's some documents we may need. So if you have a little piece of paper next to you, write down on it that you need to go find your, you need to go into your FAFSA account and get that, that financial report that they're asking for. That's something you can do now to take care of that so that it's not looming over you. Transcripts, that will come. Okay, so this is started. We've got a good grasp on it, continue working on it. The personal statements, I will work into our class. So I will introduce an assignment here soon that will ask you to write your responses to these. There's just 2 that you'll have to write. So that'll be the first assignment that goes on the gradebook this semester. So we'll take care of that next week. Any other questions? Okay, I'm gonna let you continue to work on this stuff off our Zoom call. So I will stop holding you hostage. Yeah, Talia, go ahead and hold off on submitting. I'd like to get you writing your personal responses, those personal statements first for our class so I can see them. We can edit them if we need to, and then you can submit. So don't submit just yet, okay? Okay, so it saves your progress. Even if you completely get out of it, make sure you have written down your password for this so that we don't have to go searching for it in the future. All right, Ms. Perez stood us up, so I don't know what happened or if we just got our wires crossed there, but I'll check in with her and see what's up. Otherwise, the plan is tomorrow. We will continue. I'll continue asking if you have any questions about this scholarship or the PSU application, which we've already started this week. And then we'll start talking about credit cards tomorrow. So big adult things. Okay, so stick around. Yeah, if you have questions or need to chat after class. Otherwise, you guys are free to go. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Ms. Mathis. Have a good day.
You too. Thanks. All right. Joel, what's up? Do you have a question, Joel? All right. Well, I'm going to go into a breakout room with Melissa. So, Joel, if you have a question, hang around or put it in the chat, flag me down and I'll come back into the main room. So here, Melissa, I'm going to put you in a breakout room and then I will join in just a second. Is that okay? Okay. Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
So, okay. So basically, you know how I sent you that screenshot of the email I got?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like, I was confused because so when we were applying for PSU, I applied for that college, and
Mhm.
then like literally not even 5 minutes passed, and I just get the email that says that. So I'm just, does that happen?
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
yeah,
Like,
community colleges accept pretty much everybody, and then they have you take either a test if you need to take a test, like a placement test to figure out which English and math class you should be in, or if you're like a recent high school graduate, they just look at your transcripts. So yeah, you're in.
oh, okay. I was like, are they lying? Like, I was like, this is too soon. I thought you have to like wait even for community college.
No, community colleges, it's pretty instant because they want you, like, community colleges are for, I mean, all colleges are for everybody, but community colleges really, like, they want the community, like, going to classes all the time and anything. And so you could start going to classes like in the winter term if you like in a month if you wanted to there and start doing college classes like while you're doing high school classes. I wouldn't recommend it, but yeah, you can totally start whenever.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why Mount Hood? I was curious.
Oh no, like I was actually looking at it when we had to do that top 5 colleges thing. I was like trying to search up colleges and everything. That one came across my path. I'm like, you know what? I'll just look at it,
Mhm.
and I kind of digged it. I was like, oh okay, you
Yeah.
know. So I was like, it's not that bad. If only like COVID was in here,
Yeah.
I'd go over there.
Yeah. I mean, you can still go drive over there and check it out. Like you
Yeah,
won't be
that's what I was thinking because it's literally just 1 hour away from
right.
where I'm at. So
Yeah. Go take a drive. Go check it out.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and also,
Mm-hmm.
so like I've been stuck on not stuck, but like I'm barely finishing up with FAFSA with my parent or one of my parents' information.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it said that like, oh, according to the stuff that you've put, you're not qualified to put the IRS tax info into the FAFSA application. I think that's what it said.
For your stuff or your parent?
Like from what I put from my parents
Okay.
or one of my parents, like I said, I can't put their info into the. I don't know. It said something about like I could still continue with the application form, but it said like, oh, you can't use the IRS tax information on this FAFSA
Hmm.
form.
Um, I don't know why it would say that. I mean, do they have, and you don't have to answer this, but do they have like a valid social security number?
Um, when I asked my mom, she said she doesn't have it, so I just put 000.
Right. Okay. I
So
would
I did.
ask Perez because she has more
Oh, okay.
experience with the FAFSA. But it might be that you should just continue on FAFSA, or it might be better to do the ORSA. Um, but she would know better than I would on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, but it needs to get done. So if you want, I can email her and hook you guys up, or if you want to email her, you can.
Okay. No, yeah, I'll email her or text her. I don't know.
Cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can text her. Yeah, just text her and see.
No, yeah. Okay, that was pretty much it. Okay, now that you said, okay, now I'm good.
It's legit though, like you're in. So
Okay.
that's still exciting. Like we
Okay.
have options.
I didn't think that would happen. Bro.
Well, surprise, it did.
Okay, so all right, okay. All right, that's. I thought that it was just a joke, honestly. I'm like, does this actually happen, or are they gonna send like another email saying, "Oh wait, never mind"?
Nope, there's no denying it. You're in.
Okay, that's cool. All
Yeah.
right,
All right.
all right, that was pretty much it.
Okay. I'll
All
see
right,
you.
I'll let you go. Bye, Miss Mathis.
Bye.